Now as we let the all right, so it's Valentine's Day, or Valentine's Day is around the corner. I sound like an infomercial and I don't know if I like it or not. Hey beauties, and welcome to my channel. My name is Vianney and this is Beauty with Yani. And for today's video, I'm actually going to be recreating this look for you guys. I was very wanting to do something for Valentine's Day, something very romantic but not so look at me, it's Valentine's Day. But if you guys are interested in recreating this look, please continue watching and let's get into the tutorial. So first things first, we want to make our skin look as perfect and flawless as we can. So I'm going to go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This one is the primer I always go in with when I know I want my skin to just look very plump, hydrated, but not oily. So I'm just gonna put some of that on. Every time I touch my face, my skin gets really red, or my face gets really red. No matter how lightly I touch it, it just doesn't agree with me to touch my face. So the next thing, I'm going to go in with Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer from Tarte. And this one, I'm just going to focus it on my pores just to make them really disappear. You know what? I'm actually just going to go in with my Blendiful and just press that in. Just grabbing a little bit more. And now as we let the primer sit on the skin, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This one is a L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I'm going to put that on my lids as an eyeshadow base. So do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day yet? I'm not sure we're going to be doing anything special. We actually haven't done anything like on actual Valentine's Day for a few years now. It's not like we don't want to, it's just every time it lands on a really awkward day and either it's school or work or something like that. But I don't know, as I've gotten older and like now I'm married and everything, I feel like, I don't know, just the date doesn't excite me as much as like when you're in high school and you're like, oh my gosh, I want a date. I want to do something special for that day. But now you're like, it's not that. It's like, I'm not knocking anybody who like enjoys celebrating that day. But to me personally, I feel like you should be treating that person that you're with, that significant other, special throughout the year. Like, and not just wait until Valentine's Day to do something special for them. Anyways, alright, I need to set the eye. So I'm just gonna set my concealer on my eyelids with the Coty Airspun powder. I'm gonna go into the one and only Natasha Denona Love palette. I got this for my birthday. I'm really excited to play with this palette. Can you see how pretty the shades are? Oh my gosh. I do know this eyeshadow palette is limited edition, but don't feel like you need this palette just to get this look. While the shades are very, well, I wouldn't say they're necessarily unique, except for a couple of them, like Pure Love. This one right here in the center, it's coming off very purple on camera, but it's more, well, yeah, it is kind of purple, but it does have a lot of pink to it. But yeah, don't feel like you need this palette just to get the look that I'm gonna be doing. I'm pretty sure you could find very similar ones. All right, so first I need a transition shade, and I'm gonna go into I caught it on my lap. I'm going to go into Valentine, this baby pink right here, with a nice big fluffy brush, and just place that all over the crease and really blow it upwards. not being precise with it whatsoever. Now that Valentine is very well blended and very well smoked out, I'm gonna go in with a different brush. And this is the Morphe M518 brush. And I'm gonna go into Soul, this corner shade right here. And I'm gonna be a little bit more precise with it. So I'm gonna tilt my head back and just really get it on the outer part of the crease. Really center it there. And then blend it in. But staying very centered or very focused on the crease. And with the brush that we used earlier using Valentine, I'm just gonna go back in and really smooth out the crease and right above it, not adding any more product. Just making sure everything is blended and doesn't look harsh whatsoever because we want this to be soft. Now we're gonna go back up top here and go into Heartbeat, this shade right here. And I'm gonna be using an Alamar brush. I'm just gonna be focusing it on the outer corner. So now I'm gonna do the same thing but to the inner corner. I'm actually gonna go back into Heart with the same brush, tap off the excess and put it in the inner corner right here. Really press it in, and while you're pressing, kind of swipe it down so it could blend. Next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go into the Sonia Kashuk small eyeshadow brush, this one right here, and I'm gonna grab some concealer on it. And I'm gonna place that right in the center of the eye. And I just wanna place it. So the next thing I'm gonna do with my ring finger, I'm just gonna pat it out to blend it. Just like that. Alright, and so now that I'm happy with where the concealer is and how it's blended, I'm very interested in doing something. I kind of wanna place, let's see if it doesn't fall, either Trust or Heart right up top of the concealer and then place a shimmer shade on top of it. Let's do Heart. So we're gonna go into Heart with the flat brush. I'm not sure what brush this is, but just a flat shadow brush. I'm gonna grab some of Heart and just place it right on top of the concealer. And don't worry if it's not blended like this eye, we're gonna blend it out in a little bit. I just really want to place the color down before blending it out. And now that that color is placed down, I'm gonna go back into the Alamar brush and just blend everything out without placing any new color. And don't worry, you're probably thinking like, that doesn't look right. Trust me, by the end of this, it'll look a lot better. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of Valentine just to blend out everything up top. So I'm gonna finish off placing Passion in the center of the eye where I placed Heart with my finger. That looks so pretty. I actually want to add a little bit more, so what I'm actually gonna do is place Pure Love right here in the center on top of Passion. But that one I'm actually gonna be doing with a brush. So I'm just grabbing a Wet n Wild brush, a flat one. I'm not too sure what this one is, but a flat top brush, and I'm gonna go into Pure Love and just place that right on top. You know what? Let me try it with my finger. So I'm gonna try it with my finger just to see if it gives me. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. And this is just gonna go to the inner corner apparently. It's just too pretty not to have it in the inner corner. That is gorgeous. And again, I'm gonna go back into the first really fluffy brush, grab a little bit of Valentine, and just blend the edges just to make sure nothing's harsh. So the next thing I do want to do is add a wing liner. Nothing like an extremely dramatic wing, but just a cute little one. And for that, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in dark brown. Yes. So now what I want to do is the face. What I actually want to do first before foundation is I'm going to go in with concealer and I'm going to contour with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette in light. I'm going to go with the middle shade. It's a little bit lighter just in case I don't want to mess it up too much. So I'm just going to go in with the brush. I put the contour shade everywhere I want to contour. I'm not going to blend it out just yet. This is the large eyeshadow brush from Sonia Kashuk. I'm just going to go into the contour shade. Some concealer. I look a little bit crazy, but it's okay. We're rolling with it. And I'm going to grab some concealer and just get it everywhere where I want concealer to be. So now with a sponge, I'm just going to go in and blend everything out. And I'm going to do all the concealer first, all the lighter areas. So now with the sponge, I'm just going to go in and blend out the contour, but not a lot, not overly blended. Just enough so it doesn't look crazy below the foundation that we're going to put up top. Alright, and for the nose, I'm actually going to be using a brush for that. I'm going to go in with the Luxie 209 large shader brush. And that one I'm actually going to be using to blend out the nose contour. Okay, and with the sponge, I'm just going to pat out the concealer. Kind of forgot I placed concealer right there until right now. So now we're going to go into foundation. And with this, I do believe I'm not going to need as much foundation. So I just did a pump and a half in the back of my hand. And I'm just going to dot it around the face. And again with the sponge, I'm just going to blend everything out. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go back into the Coty Airspun powder and set the whole face. And I am going to bake. I'm just going to let that sit and bake for a while. And I'm going to go in with my Handy Dandy Butter Bronzer and just slightly go around everywhere where I contoured. And now that I have the bronzer out of the way, I am going to go in with a fluffy brush and pat the excess powder and then just sweep it away. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush that looks like this. And I do find that the Wet n Wild blushes are very pigmented, so just a little bit, tap off the excess and you're good to go. So I need to figure out how to blend this out. So with my sponge, I'm just gonna, ooh, the side still had powder, so that might help. Just tone down the blush a little bit. But I mean, I'm not mad at how like dramatic it is. So highlight. I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Siberian Gold highlight, this little bad boy right here. So I typically don't fill in my brows, so I'm just going to use a tinted brow gel, and this is from Mellow in the shade Dark Brown. I'm going to mix two shades. I'm going to mix in Soul and Heartbeat, and I'm just going to do that on the under eye. So now what I want to do is put on some mascara. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Big Eagle Mascara. I'm just going to curl my lashes and put that on. And I'll be right back. So let's go on to lashes. The lashes I'm going to be using are the Queen V lashes in the style Novia. Can you guys see how pretty they are? I just felt like this style looked very romantic. So while the glue gets tacky on the lashes, we are going to go on to lips. So the lip liner I'm going to be using is the Italia Deluxe Ultra Fine Lip Liner in Natural. And for the lips, since it is Valentine's Day, we want a lip that's going to last all day and that will be kiss proof 100%. And of course, I have to go in with my Kat Von D or KVD now. KVD Vegan Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Noble. I just really wanted a nude shade that wouldn't overpower the look because I really wanted to be focused more on the eyes. So now let's put on these lashes. And lastly, all we need is water. All we need is setting spray, and the setting spray I'm going to be using is the Morphe Jeffree Star Continuous Setting Spray, the one that smells like strawberries. Oh my gosh. The spray on this is so good. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Hopefully you guys like it, and it feels very Valentine's Day, very romantic but very wearable. And if you guys will be wearing it for Valentine's Day, please let me know. Tag me in pictures. I just want to see somebody like wear a look that I've done. So before you guys leave, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down there, click that notification bell for me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.